Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back to our test engine session. So now, once after the installation part, so as we've seen it, so in the help, go to install new software, enter the particular URL, and then once we get the test engine, select all, go to the next, complete it, and once after restarting your Eclipse instance, now how we wanted to verify whether the test engine is installed properly or not. So just you'll come here, give a right click, and then you can see over here. Now here we have two options, creating the ng class and then converting the existing project into the test engine. Now let's try out first converting this particular project into the test engine. Now, rather than going for the complete project conversion, so what I'll try to do, I'll take one particular package and I'll try to convert for this one so that we will see how it will be converted. For demo arrays, I have been seeing it, right? I just given a right click on that particular package name. I came to this particular ng class and then I click the convert test engine. So see, as soon as I try to convert this one, it is trying to generate me a test.ng XML file. What is this particular test.ng XML file? So this is heart of test.ng. So now how a human being without heart, can you imagine? The same way, without test.ng XML, we can't imagine the test.ng. Now, if you see here, where this test.ng XML is going to be created, so this is where it was going to create it. Is it the name test.ng XML, test.ng.xml? See now, .xml, XML is a particular language where it can communicate or exchange the particular data. Now we use the Excel, right? Now the similar pattern, we will be having the XML files also. So now when we see this particular XML language, in this particular XML language, you'll be having everything in tags. See, so I'll be having a student list tag, and these are called as tags. Now, if you see here, this is a student tag. I open the student tag here. I close the student tag here. How I need to know the closed? This is the slash which I represent me that this is going to be closed. Now, this is a score tag. Under the score tag, open, this is closed. This is open, this is closed. This is open, this is closed. So this is how this particular tags are created. Now, all these things are under the student list. Now you can see that particular student list, right? So now this is what the student tag, and this is closing of the student tag. Now, these all things are tags, and inside that particular tags, we will have the data to exchange and then get and read that particular data. You know, right, why these XML files or JSON files and all these things would be used. It is similar to store the data, access the data. So this is one of the language which we will be sending the data from one point to another point. So previously we used to have more number of XMLs to have it. So the expansion for this one is extensible markup language. So XML means extensible markup language. So this would be more useful in our HTMLs, but nowadays we got a lot of latest things, which is like JSON and all. So however, once we will go there and then we'll read it. But as of now, the test.ng depends on this particular XML file. So now here we are trying to create that particular XML over here. Now, what we wanted to do is, it was trying to show you that, hey, in this particular XML file, I'll be having these all tags and everything would be written there. So I'll be saying that, okay, go ahead and do it. Or else, if I wanted to write for a specific file, now we have been tried out this single, right? So for this one, if I wanted to convert, you see it, for this file, I'm trying to convert the test.ng XML file. Test.ng XML file. Okay, I'll see. So now if I see this, if I created this one, okay, I can change this place wherever I wanted to create. I can create the folders and all. This is the default location, means under the project, it would be defaultly created over here. So now let's create that and click finish. You see it? By default, that XML file is created for us. So if you open this particular XML file, now you can see that, hey, this is what the content we have been created. Hey, what is this? I didn't understand anything. So here it was talking about one suit, and it was talking about this one. Perfectly fine. Now I don't wanted to do this. So now, are we wanted to store with the same name, or can I have do it? So can I delete this? Yes, I can delete this. Now, once again, I wanted to create, I'll go here, convert this one into this, and the classes selections, none, the thread count. I don't want to do everything have a specific purpose of doing this one, but let's later we will see how we wanted to do it. Why this was not able to generate the testng class? Because first of all, we didn't create any particular testng class. If we have testng class, then it would be executed for us. Now let's see. I'll what I'll try to do is I'll create a separate project, and okay, not rather than project. What I'll try to do, I'll try to create a package, and then I'll try to see how we can execute on this. What I'm trying to do, coming to the source, coming to the new package. Here I was giving that com.demo. Testng underscore demo. So this is what the package I wanted to give it. Just 1 second now. Sorry, I created this, right? Now I wanted to create a testng class. Now I'll create the testng class. See, as soon as what I did, I created a package and I wanted to create a testng class. Now, what it was trying to do, under this particular package, under this particular source folder, means you see dummy source com.demo.testng. So com.demo here came, and the package name from here it taken that. Class name, what I'll write, first ng class. Actually, this should be like a workshop. If you do it done, it would be much more easier. But let's see. And what we will do, XML suite file name is, I'll be writing this one as, hey Chris, so simple. I click finish. Wow, something is done for me. What did happen? Let me see. What are the things that happened here? Now here, see, under this particular package, this XML file is created for me. And then, where is that? This particular, the file is also created for me, right? This is on the cars. Somewhere else, the file is created, right? For this file, did I given any path mistake? Okay, I'll see. I see. See now, see how advantage of this one. So I don't know where this is created. As soon as I created, so this is what the demo project, right? testng demo project. It created it because I created the raw means extra package name. So that's the reason it came here. Now you see here first testng demo class. Now here, if you see here, I was getting a lot of issues. Let me do one thing. I'll recreate this once again so that I can properly do this all. Okay, I'm deleting this all, and I'll delete this all. Okay, once again, I'll try to create it. Okay, once again, I'm coming here, testng demo. I'll come here. Now, package name here. I'll just remove it because I didn't give it properly. That's the reason it taken twice. Now, under the source, I should have com.demo.testng. That's a package name. I'll be saying that boss ng. Okay, I'll not create the XML file. I'll create like that one. So to avoid the confusion, finish it off. Now you see, this is a package. I got it. See now what I did. See now the basic thing is what I have did is here when I was trying to create that particular package, the file here it taken that. So I just removed that particular package name so that it is easy for me to create over here. Got it? Now, once I have been created this one, so boss ng file is created. Still, I'm getting these errors. Why? Let me hover and see what is that error. import can't be resolved. Hey, you see here, there are fixes is there. But ng file library is not there, but you're trying to access this particular package. This package is not there, boss. From where you can get it? If this package is not there, how can you import this one? It is not possible. First, you go and import this. Now, what I wanted to do, I just come here, add ng libraries. This is the one way to add the library. Else, what we can do is right click on dummy, come over here, build path, configure build path. In the configured build path, here, add extra external libraries. So here you can go and search where you have been installed the testng and you can add it over here. I don't know where it installed now. I need to check once again. So it is the easiest way for me to add from here. I'll add it. But here, usually, this is two ways. One, either from the build path I can access, or directly when I have hover this one, it will ask me to add this one. I'll add it. Wow, the errors are gone. The errors are gone. What did happen? What's the change we have been seeing it? You see here, previously, I do have only GRE and SRC. Now, it added with this particular library files. So now these are for Java to execute it, GRE library, and this is a testng library. You can see what are the versions we have been installed into this instance. And you wanted to see the path of this one. So this is the path of this. So now what I can do, what I'll try to do, see, I can configure this one. So for an example, I told you, right, how adding from the build path. Either you can go here, add a libraries. You see here, here we have testng library. By this way, you can add it. Okay, one option. See, right click, build path, add libraries, or configure build path. Just configure this one, go to the libraries. You see it already, it is there. Else you can add it from externally. You can search C column, users, Chris, and .p2 folder. Always remember P2 folder. Who will be creating .p2 folder? P2 folder. Who will be creating the P2 folder? testng will be creating it. That is what we are seeing it, right? testng will be creating it. Okay. Now we just select all, and then we need to go for the pools and plugins. Pools, plugins. Now these all plugins are there. You see it. So these all things are added over here. Okay. So the easiest way, what you can do is right click. First of all, hover it, add it. That is easy. Second option is right click, add external jars, the build path. This is very easier. Okay. Now, as soon as we have been added this one, what it happened now? So it added an annotation and then it is there. Can I execute this one?
Sir, you can execute.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So without main method, you can execute and get it, the output?
Yes, sir.
How?
Does not require any main method.
At the rate of test will execute this.
You see here, the beauty of this one is in Java, we need main method to execute it. Without main method, you can't execute anything. But in testng, you can execute this one. So to execute any particular test method, we will be using test annotation. Very simple, right? At the rate test annotation, now we slowly entering into the system. So, first what we seen it. So how to create a package and how to means do that all. That is what we are. So first of all, we know that installation we have done. Second, that how to create a file. So first of all, okay, installation we have done. How we need to know whether it installed properly or not. Then how we need to create a class and how we need to execute that particular class. Execution, it is very simple. We should have @test. You shouldn't give any space. No. And you shouldn't give small letters or these things. No. Test should be capital, because these are all the mistakes I did it. Now, without this, can I execute?
No.
No. So these are all conditions. So you have to be taken care. How I need to execute it? Right click, run as test-ng or control F11 as usual. So previously, if you are executing it, what it was showing here?
Java application.
Java application. Now what it was trying to show now? Test-ng. Because we're trying to execute it from the test-ng. Now, okay, I'll do this one. Now I'll go back. Show me another file in arrays. Yesterday we are giving it, right? Now I wanted to execute this file. See, hey, where is this test-ng? Eclipse knows that if at all you have been installed with the main method and executing it, then it would be executed with this particular Java application. But when you are executing with this one, so this knows that, see now here from here, give a right click and see, it knows that it should run on the test-ng test only. So that is how the Eclipse is very smart and helping us to execute it. So now we use @test. It will execute this and it will give me the output. Now what it will do is it gives me extra information. Hey, how many runs it was done? Everything is passed. Method name, it is F. Now for an example, I'll give F3. So that now if I execute this one, control F11, it will try to execute me. It gives me what is a version, first of all. If you see here, this is a version and this is the statement which you printed, and F3 is the method which we executed. Default test, 1 run, 0 failures, 0 skips. Now here you can see the summary of this execution. I have 1 run, 1 pass, 0 failures. And this is what our terminal console, right? So this is called console, right? Console is also called as terminal. Okay, terminal or console. Now come here. Now here we have the default. So here default suite, default test, default package, and this is a method. Now if I click on this particular method, it will point me to the respective method here. And it taken 0.007 seconds to execute. 1 test, it has been passed. Nothing failed, nothing skipped. This is what it was done. Now let me see here in the package. Now you're seeing it, right? I'm just trying to refresh this. Let's see. Suddenly one folder is coming up. Previously this folder is there? No. When we executed test-ng, we are getting this one. Always remember that. This is a very important interview question. When you click, means when you executed, so this test -output folder would be generated. Who will be generating? Test-ng will be generating this folder. Now what this will do is, as an extra part, it will generate you an HTML report. So this is what the HTML report. You can see it, right? This is the HTML report, and you can click on this test. I'll get the default test. You can see the time report output. So the pass failed. This is the test. So you can show that you click this method so that you can see this complete method information. So this is how it shows this particular report. It stores in this particular data, the report, and you can see how much time it was taken for this. What is the report output? All the methods and all the things are not there. And this method is passed and this method is failed. All things are passed, right? This is how the report will be generated. This is the default report in the index.html. And the most, the execution summary, see now this is a HTML report, right? To generate this HTML report, this depends upon the results HTML. See now, if you see here, this is the F3 method. It is passed. Now, first TestNG will generate this particular result XML. This is ng result. Based upon this result, it would be generating the index.xml file. Yes, these all are very, very, very important. You will not get these details. You need to understand this one very clearly. When you execute it, at that time, test output will be generated. At this one, first it generates the TestNG result output. From this XML, the index.html file will be generated, so that I can see in a HTML format like this of that particular reports. Now let me close this and delete this. Now we deleted this one. Will it be generated again?
Once if we execute again.
Yes, once we run again.
So now what I'll try to do, I'll execute. Why it was throwing me error? Same method name was. So now what I need to do, I need to give F1, F2, F4. Now I'm in 3, I'm in 1, I'm in 2, I'm in 3. Oh, this is 4. Now can I run this? Now let's see here. It started to print me that, hey, I given it in a different way, right? So 3, 1, 2, 4. How it was coming order?
Based on alphabetical order, sir.
All are F's, right?
The priority like F1, F2, F3, and F4.
Where I given the priority?
No, sir. The F1 will be the alphabetical order, like F1 will be the first, F2 will be the second, and F3 will be the third.
So now you rightly said, always remember, TestNG will execute based upon the alphabetical order. Now everything is F, but it starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's the reason it printed me with this particular order. You see? And it was saying that, see now, but the execution, you see it, the test case passed. This sequence is not changed. Okay, that will be randomly coming in. However, the output is important for us. So this is based upon this priority. Now, if I wanted to give me certain exact priority, how we wanted to do it? Okay, I'll come to that one later. So first of all, you see here. Now I have 4 methods executed, 4 methods are passed. Now here, see me the console. See the console. In the console, I can see all these are printed. All these are passed. This is default runs. 0 failure, 0 skip. See the summary. 4 runs are done. 4 passed, 0 failures, 0 skips. And now you see this is TestNG terminal. See now this is default Java terminal, Eclipse terminal. This is TestNG terminal. Under this package, under this file, boss.ng, I have F1, F2, F3, F4. All 4 methods are passed so that it is in green color. Now let me see here. My report, come here, right click, refresh. Hey, once again, it generated a report. Means every time after the execution, the report by default, it will generate. Now come here, see this TestNG XML result file. You can see F1, F2, F3, F4 passed. 4 tests are passed. Now let me see the index.html. Now you see here 4 methods are there, 4 methods are passed. Now you can see that all 4 methods. Now if you wanted to see this one very clearly, copy the path, go to your Firefox or wherever you are wishing. Go here, click this. You see, show all your 4 methods. These all things are passed. And this is what your test. This is the default test. Groups and how much time it taken. 4 methods, how much time it taken. You can get it. And none of the methods are ignored. So this is how the HTML look like. This is old one. Old version. This is new one. Switch to retro. Okay. This is how the report would be generated for us. HTML. This is the first time we are seeing the HTML report. Now let's see the things more. Let deep dive into this one, and then we will see it. Let's close this all. NG on this one. Now, once again, I don't want to see this session, the output. I'll delete this. Okay. Now I'll store this one. See, now this package would be added because of this libraries only I can access. See, now this is why we need to add this library. Why I need to add these libraries or the jar files? Pause the session.